Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing the 4-1-2-1-2 second formation on FIFA 21, by far the most meta, fun formation to play with in FIFA 21, so I'm here to show you the best tactics for it, so let's get it. Before we start, however, please make sure you subscribe if you find this video useful, as it really helps the channel grow and is also greatly appreciated from me. So our defense is also going to be balanced, and our width is going to be 4. Now, with the width, I like to be nice and compact at the back with our fullbacks tucking in, making it difficult for their wingers to break through us. Our depth is going to be 5. If we sit too far back, then they are going to keep hold of the ball, press us against our own goal, and we're not going to just grab hold of it. We want to be constantly on their toes. If you are slightly better, even up to 6. Offense is going to be fast, but we've got CDM, centre mid, cam strikers. We want to pass through them, cut inside, create spaces for our strikers to run through. Our width is going to be 5. Now, if we use too high of a width, that destroys the whole point in this formation, guys. The whole point is that we play very central, very direct, 1-2s, tiki-taka football, and basically cut through them and open up spaces. Our players in the box are going to be 6. Now, the one thing I've learned with this formation is overload that box, guys. You cannot commit too many men forwards with 7 or 8, otherwise you're committing your CDM forward, and he is the catalyst of this side. If we commit him forwards, there's going to be a massive gap in between our centre-backs and our strikers. It's going to be really, really bad, guys, and they're going to exploit that really big gap in that midfield. Our corners are going to be 3. Now, with corners, I always use 3. If we use too high, we are going to get hit on the counter-attack. There's no doubt about that, guys. And if we use too low, like a 2 or 1, then we are wasting the opportunity with just 1. Get them centre-half forward. Head that ball home. Our free kicks are going to be 2 now. Always use 2, guys. You'll see why in the game, because if you have a free kick in a wide area, feel free to get them centre-halves in the box. You can't use 1, otherwise you're wasting that opportunity again. If you use too high, again, you're going to hit on the counter-attack. Again, the 4-1-2-1-2 second formation. I dropped a 4-2 formation today at 1 PM, so make sure you go and watch that now. It's right there. Instructions. Our strikers are going to have balance width, getting behind, default stay forward. Now, I really recommend using balance width on your strikers, otherwise you're going to have no attacking support going forward, especially on the wide areas, and basically you want that striker to sometimes go out wide and cause problems to their fullbacks on the occasional occasion. Our cam is going to have stay forward, get into the box, default. Again, he's one of the catalysts of the side. We want to play around him. 1-2s around him, so he can thread it through us as strikers. Hopefully thread a through ball in which they're in. They got one-on-one opportunity. Our centre mids are going to be very box-to-box. They are going to have default, get into the box, default, and that should be cover centre, because we've got our strikers out there to provide the attacking support out wide. And as you can see here, my other centre mid also has that. Our CDM, again, one of the catalysts of the side, is going to have cut passing lanes, drop between defenders. That's new, guys. Post-patch, that is by far the most meta attacking support to have on your CDM. And he's going to have default cover center. Now, you'll see why I have dropped between defenders now. This is because we have our fullbacks on join the attack. Now, we want our fullbacks to dart up that pitch, overlap our strikers, 1-2s. They can win the balls in for our strikers to head home. And that's why we want our CDM dropping into that gap, so our left centre-backs and right centre-backs can push out wide, and it will turn into a 3 at the back formation. Hopefully that makes sense to you, and I really recommend using it. Speaking of our centre-halves, they are going to have default, same as always, and our goalkeeper is going to have comes, crosses, and super keeper. Now, if you do not already, I cannot stress this enough, always use comes, crosses, and super keeper. Your goalkeeper is going to play far more aggressive in the way he plays, punching the ball on corners, catching the ball. He's going to cause major problems to their attacker, making it difficult for them to score. Anyway, guys, they are the tactics and instructions for the 4-1-2-1-2 second formation post-patch. By far the most meta, fun formation to play with. Use them instructions, tactics, and tell me how you do with them. Hopefully improve, as that's my main goal, to make you improve. Anyway, guys, have a nice day, have a nice week, and goodbye. And don't forget to subscribe.